As the first Call of Duty for next-gen systems, Ghosts promised many great things: improved AI, better and more animations and graphics, and man's best friend without any hassles. But does the tired series manage to deliver excitement, or should you spend your time elsewhere? It's just another day for you, your brother, and your father when all of a sudden a deadly force known as the Federation decides it would be a good idea to attack the US. After your father disappears, you and your brother decide to fight back against the invasion, all while becoming Ghosts, a legendary task force, in the process. It's a shame that the very idea of South America forming a coalition and attacking the US is completely insane. The story can best be described as ridiculously stupid, and the sequel hook ending doesn't help it either. The many attempts at emotional moments fall flat since, as always, there's little to no characterization, making it hard to care about what happens to the characters. Call of Duty Ghosts follows the exact same formula as its predecessors. There are countless action set pieces that are only broken up by the occasional stealth or on-rail segments. If you've played any other Call of Duty, there is nothing new on offer here. The good news is that's not necessarily a bad thing since the series has always had enjoyable gameplay. The bad news is that this means there's no particular reason to play this one, especially since the story is terrible. Of course, multiplayer is where you'll spend most of your time with Call of Duty Ghosts. Loadout customization is once again a high point, as you can play around with rifles, submachine guns, shotguns, pistols, and others, but the best thing about the system is that not only can you once again choose between support, assault, and specialist packages like in Modern Warfare 3, but you can also sacrifice grenades and even your secondary weapon for more perks. There are multiple perk types, and while their abundance is downright overwhelming, this also translates into endless character creation versatility. Another new addition is the squad point system, wherein some gear will require a few points to be unlocked, and some can be unlocked ahead of time. You receive squad points by unlocking achievements, and since achievements are in no short supply, squad points are earned almost constantly. Overall, the multiplayer component in Ghosts is bloated and convoluted, but it sure does offer a varied gameplay experience. It's just a shame that you're unlikely to enjoy it for long, since at least half the players left are hardcore campers that wouldn't move an inch if their house was catching fire. And even better, the player count fluctuates anywhere between 200 and 750. By comparison, Modern Warfare 3 has typically at least 1400 players at any one time. Oh, and if you think an FOV of 80 is too little, well, tough shit, as the crooks at Activision will slap you with a VAC ban for something as simple as using an FOV changer. Thankfully, you can always access the game's squads mode, which is basically bot match. You don't have any control over what modes you play, and the experience you gain is only 75% of what you would gain in a typical multiplayer match. But it is a welcome addition since previous games either required unofficial mods or flat out did not support bots. Finally, there's Invasion, which is a Left 4 Dead style horde mode, but this mode has very few maps, unless of course, you're willing to pay up for the DLC maps. But Ghost's greatest flaw is its performance. Granted, once you scale down certain settings like ambient occlusion and anti-aliasing, the game will run better. But the problem stems from the fact that even once you turn down the settings, the game can still suffer from stuttering and frame drops. Call of Duty has always offered flawless performance on contemporary machines, allowing you to max it out and enjoy a smooth ride. Yet here, leaving the settings at their highest will provide a downright unplayable experience, even on a more capable system. Simply put, Call of Duty without a smooth frame rate is like a hamburger without the meat. It's simply missing the point. And don't worry, that's not all. Not only does it run like a half-assed port of a half-assed tech demo, it also looks like one. For a game supposedly designed to take advantage of next-gen hardware, there's absolutely nothing that stands out as impressive. Granted, there's nothing horribly wrong either, as textures, models, and animations are solid, but typically Call of Duty games have always provided above-average visuals together with their smoothness. Here, you have to pick between an unplayable looker or a playable but visually unimpressive game. Even better, this is a game with $200 worth of DLC. Yes, you heard that right. $200 worth of DLC. Whereas most companies would drop the price or offer a Game of the Year edition, Ghosts still costs $60 and has the DLC completely separate, which is simply absurd. While Ghosts is badly optimized, features a horrible story, and has a brutal DLC scheme, it isn't the Antichrist. It's just a soulless sequel to a once engaging series. The gameplay is still there, and the value proposition is decent if you don't mind migraines, but this is without question the weakest game in the series. If you can get a hold of a cheap retail copy, you aren't throwing your money away, but with other games in the series offering a better campaign, better multiplayer, or both, not to mention much better performance, Ghosts is best left for Call of Duty enthusiasts.